So, we're continuing our stewardship campaign as we're talking about things that God has entrusted to us and how we care for that in a way that blesses the world. And I've got Larry and Pat here. Larry's a member of Christ Lutheran, and sometimes he brings Pat with him when they come to Bible study. And they both work at some local apartments and live there too. And I ask them to share what God has entrusted to them because so often they'll share different things going on at the apartments, and I can just really hear how much caring for that community matters to them. So I've asked them to share. So, Larry and Pat, can you explain a little bit about what you do at the apartments and what God has entrusted to your care?
I resided at our apartment dwellings for 11 years, and for most of that time I've done, completed the application that the applicant has applied for after showing the apartment, and followed through with the lease signing. We've tried to create a safe home environment for each individual, and also require background checks to assure that everyone is safe. I have the support of Larry for maintenance as the need arises. You want to explain some of what you do, Larry?
Yeah, I do just about most anything. Uh, like repair toilets that need to be fixed, Re- replace lights, smoke alarms, help put air conditioners in. The landlord helps me with that. What else?
And assist some of the tenants when they're in need in the parking lot with their car or whatever.
Yeah, I help them out.
And how do you care for these things? You sort of shared that already. And how do you think about that? How you care for what God has entrusted to you?
I feel it's part of the ministry that we all have, on our journey. I would never have known these individuals had I not lived where I do, and have the function of introducing myself and the complexes to the applicants.
Can you talk a little bit about how you try to create community and a sense of family and what that means to people?
I think first of all, being a good listener, being attentive to their needs, as we both live on site, which is a real plus, I feel. They feel comfortable. We've created a family-like atmosphere along with the safety, and assisted in other functions like referring to different resources that are available to each individual in the community that they were unaware of, like energy assistance, community pantries, and utility budget plans.
And in your work, caring for this community and looking out for people, how has God blessed you through doing these things?
First of all, just being part of the family where I reside.
Right. Make us all feel at home.
And caring for each other.
And in your work as the keepers of the community, really, how do you see God blessing the world through the kind of things that you do?
Respecting each other, being kind to one another.
And trust.
Thank you so much for sharing. I just know that when you're talking about it, just how much you care for the people. And it makes me feel good living in Sharon, knowing that there are people like you welcoming a stranger, because I know you have a lot of people that are new moving into the community.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We also have an excellent, supportive landlord
Yep.
that feels the same, has the same ideals as we do.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing how you care for what God has entrusted to you. It matters so much to the people that you care for.